Hey guys, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to let you know this is kind of an impromptu test session that Mike Wells and I had together as we get ready to come back with season 2 of the podcast. This is us just, we were sitting around, we had a couple drinks, we had some pizza, and we were just sitting and just having a conversation. And, these are the kind of conversations he and I have. These are the kind of conversations we love to have on the show. And these are the kind of conversations we look forward to having as the new show comes back in its new form, and its new format, and its new season. So we're still working out the kinks. We're in a brand new studio, still getting used to the aesthetics and the acoustics of the place. It's a bit bigger. It's still a little echoey as we work on getting it finished. The ceiling fan is noisy as all get out, but we need it to stay cool in here. So, and obviously working on our mic levels and mic positioning. You'll notice the audio sounds a little off on this test run. We had to get a little creative with how the mics were going to sound after the fact, because I have a very loud, deep voice and Mike does not. So as we go forward, we'll work on making sure we get the mic placement correct and getting the levels just right. But as far as just a fun, testable conversation, I think this one was pretty good. So sit back and enjoy the, I guess you could say, a special sneak preview of what's to come with the Basement Lounge. I know it seems like iPhone, like their even numbered models always seem to be the better version of whatever the predecessor was. Like you had the 5 and it was okay, but the 6 was better. Then you had the 7 and it was okay, and then the 8 was better. And then we switched it up where we got the 10, and the 10 was cool, but the 11's better.
Yeah.
Like I love my 11.
Well, the new one came out today. They just did the event today for the new iPhones.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it came out today, and I was like,
like the new one's available today, or
not
they
today,
they did the announcement. Okay.
The announcement, because they usually do it in September.
That's true.
September they just announced the iPad and the new Mac,
yeah.
And we're like, that's weird. So I was like, well, obviously October. Well, they announced it today, and it's basically the same phone.
Yeah.
With 5G. That's 5G capability, and I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, see, I like my 11, and if the only difference is that and 5G, I mean, I'm fine.
I'm gonna keep mine until. Well, 5G's not even gonna be everywhere.
Yeah. It's like 4K. Everybody freaked out about getting 4K TVs. There's no 4K content.
Yeah.
I got my PS4 Pro. It outputs in 4K, and that's great. I got it because it was the one that was on sale.
Yeah.
I don't need a 4K TV because what am I gonna watch? I'm gonna watch reruns of Futurama in 4K. It's whoop-de-doo.
Wow, it's brighter. Colors are amazing.
Only thing I did notice a difference in was in the video games. It was like when I got it, I was playing Fractured But Whole, the South Park game.
Yeah.
Fractured Butthole, and when I switched to, I used an actual 4K HDMI cord. The video games noticeably looked different, but like my Blu-rays and shit and my Netflix, I couldn't tell a fucking difference.
Because I think the only one they had in 4K for a while, Netflix, was Breaking Bad was done in 4K. They re-released, like, I don't know. It was one of the very few ones you could watch on Netflix for a while. It was in 4K, and I don't know how they did because it wasn't filmed in 4K.
Right.
So I don't even know how.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Upscaling and rendering and all that is a little past me. I'm gonna look at this iPhone 12 thing.
It's like 5G. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't give a shit. It's not even. I'm just gonna watch porn on it anyways.
Right?
Give a shit.
I see. Fuck Verizon. So sorry. Fuck Verizon.
I have them daily.
They're expensive. I like Sprint. It's fine.
Motherfucker, they are expensive because I work there. My bill's still expensive.
I mean, it looks a little boxier looking at. It looks
like the iPhone 5.
It does. It looks like the iPhone 5. Smallest, thinnest, lightest 5G phone. Okay, cool.
What's the screen size?
I'm trying to. The website is weird. Okay, so the mini is 5.4 inches. The regular 12 is 6.1.
Yeah.
So that's about the size of the 11.
No, that is the size of the 11.
Is it the size?
Yeah, it's
okay.
the size of the 11.
I don't need a minty green finish. Good.
Yeah, I wrote a joke about it. I was like, it pisses me off that Apple still hasn't come out with a green iPhone and named it the Granny iPhone.
Seriously.
The Granny Smith iPhone. It just fucking pisses me off.
That's fucking great. Let's see. I mean, like, cool, like the night mode, the low light. I mean, this 11. I remember last winter because I got my 11 last year, and I took it had snowed all night. I took a picture at 1 o'clock in the morning in my backyard, and it was like mid afternoon.
Yeah,
these low light cameras are insane. Boom, you own a film studio. What? You can record 4K HDR video with Dolby Vision. I mean, that's cool, but
you can film 4K on your phone right now.
Yeah, but it's not Dolby Vision.
Dolby Vision is.
It's like cinematic quality, which I don't need that on my fucking phone. Although, great, now that Disney's talking about putting everything on fucking streaming, maybe. I love it now. It's MagSafe because people keep putting the magnetic shit on the back of their phones and then wonder why their phones get fucked up.
Oh yeah. No, first off, you're an idiot if you do that.
Yeah. There's like that's going back to the 90s, folks. Electronics and magnets don't fucking work. Don't do it. Just don't. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I'm good.
We're going to be so fucking busy at work. Well, maybe not pandemic wise. There are a lot of people shopping online, but
I've never been one of those guys that needed to get the newest phone. I just, I had a 6 Plus forever. Only reason I switched over to an 8 Plus was because we were switching carriers, and I was like, well, fuck it. If I'm gonna might as well get a new phone. I sold my 6 Plus to Titus, because if anybody needs a gigantic fucking phone, it's his tiny little hands. And the only reason I switched from the 8 Plus to the 11 was just because they were offering a deal where when the 11 came out, they were like, you can switch to it, it won't change your bill. And I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I deserve something nice. And I also wanted the camera. So
the best way to take selfies or pictures on this is with your 4K video, and you take a screenshot.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I never thought of that.
I never thought about the video. I was like, fucking A.
Oh shit! Oh, game changer.
I know.
I'm gonna look sexy.
Dick's gonna look like wife's gonna be pissed.
Take a look at these balls. Dick pic game just fucking skyrocket. I might actually start sending dick pics. Never sent one before. This might be, now that I know they're gonna look photogenic as fuck.
What happened the other night on that date? What I saw you post?
She just never fucking showed up.
Did she ever contact?
Not. Okay, so we met on Bumble, which if you don't know how Bumble works, it's they have to the women have to make the first move.
Yeah.
If you match, they got 24 hours to make the first move, and then if they send you a message, you have 24 hours to respond. So we were talking for like 2 fucking weeks, and then one day out of the blue, she's just like, "Hey, do you want my fucking phone number so we don't talk on this app anymore?" And I was like, "Oh shit, sure. Oh damn, I'm doing good. All right, cool." So we talked for like another fucking week, and finally I was like, because she hadn't lived here very long. She's like, "I just moved to Dayton like 3-4 months ago," and I was like, we were talking about Mexican food, and she was like, "I want to try some of the taco place." I was like, "Let's go to fucking Fuzzy's because they're like some of the best tacos in Dayton." Not a sponsor, but they want to be. She was like, "Cool." I texted her the night before, like, "Hey, we still on for tomorrow night?" She's like, "Yeah, totally. I can't wait." And I was like, "Cool." Well, speaking of iPhones, I know homegirl has an iPhone because I'd get the little, there'd be blue messages and it would show read and delivered and all that. She read every fucking text message I read her saying like, "Hey, where the fuck you at?" I know she was reading the messages because the phone was telling me. So she knew full well I was texting her.
Shit.
She just didn't fucking show up or call or text it or anything.
That's weird.
It's fucked up, man. But I got my drinks for free. So the bartender caught me my my boozy slushies. So
that's so weird.
Yeah, man. First date in 3 years.
She's never said
a fucking word, man. Yeah. Even to this day, because it's been like a week or two now, and still nothing. Whatever, man. Fuck her. Yeah, seriously, fuck her. Like that, like to consciously make the decision to do that, to say, I'm not going to go out with this guy who I already said I was going to go out with, and I'm not going to tell him I'm not going to go out with him.
What if she's in the hospital right now.
So here's the thing, and I thought about this because she's a nurse.
Oh,
so at first I thought maybe she like had some shit come up.
Yeah.
We're in a fucking pandemic. I wonder if the nurse got busy at the hospital. And I was like, cool, but I figured within a day or two I'd fucking hear something like, hey, sorry, my patient coded, and something like that. But I didn't hear about any massive spikes in Ohio's COVID numbers. That's a fucking lie. The governor came down and told us all, shame on you.
Yeah,
but
we're actually having spikes.
Yeah, we're actually not doing great. That was a great day at work when they're like, hey, when because this was right after the Michigan governor almost got fucking kidnapped. So we got a notice
and
from
the left has a problem.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You leftists hate America. We're going to go kidnap some politicians.
Yeah.
We're fine. But so they sent us a notice to our news station saying like the governor's going to be here at this time. Do not, and they told us explicitly, do not publicly say anything about him being there until he starts speaking, because they didn't want to take any chance of somebody like.
That kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah, I totally got it. But in the 5 years I'm working at news, I've never been in a situation where I've been handed like confidential information, so I felt kind of fucking important.
Well, because a lot of people hate him. A lot of Republicans hate him.
That's so fucked up.
You know what, Matt? The thing that pisses me off is if we all just didn't do anything for 6 weeks, we shut down everything for 6 weeks, this all would have been over.
Yeah. And God bless him, because he tried to avoid making it an order. He tried to appeal to Ohioans' humanity, saying, like, please just do this without me having to make you. And I think we made it maybe a week, maybe 2. And then everyone said, fuck this. I want to go get nachos and beer with my friends. And it's like, but you can't do that right now. I want to fucking do it. Like, I see the posts online all the time. These are the people who would, like, in the zombie apocalypse, would, like, argue for their right to get infected.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's... I demand to get bit.
We have
a non-sexual man by a zombie. I'm going to hide it from my family.
Yeah, they're the assholes who wait until they're on the boat off to the safety of the island to be like, by the way, I got bit back at the mall like 20 minutes ago. Why haven't you changed already? I'm a main character. I get to wait a little bit longer.
It's in my contract. It's
fucking
75 of the script.
Do you watch The Walking Dead at all?
Yeah, I used to. I stopped watching it after I stopped watching it. How far are you?
I stopped watching it 2 seasons ago.
Oh yeah, I stopped watching it the episode before Carl dies.
Okay, so the episode where Carl, I did see that one, and it just cracked me the fuck up, because it's like everyone else on this show gets bit by a zombie. They're a zombie like right away. He got bit by a zombie, had an entire episode to get his fucking affairs in order. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
He cut off Herschel's arm immediately when he got hit. Or was it arm or leg? I can't remember. Might have been leg.
I think it was his leg. It was his leg in the show.
I think it might have been his arm in the...
It was his arm, yeah. My brother read the books more than I did. I had to ask him. But yeah, even Rick had a more like... that makes sense, like send off on the show, where like you think he's dead, turns out he's actually fucking not. But like Coral got the most unreal Coral. I said Coral.
The meme.
Yeah,
Coral.
I can't not do it now. When Carl fucking died, yeah, he gets a whole. I mean, they say it wasn't that long of a time. It's cinematically it looks longer. Whatever. He got a whole fucking episode to write everybody letters.
He got a whole episode of 24.
Yeah, he really did. He got the fucking Jack Bauer that shit, and it was just dumb. I also got really, you got to make me tap out when I find out there's like a cult, and how they work is they kill zombies, carve their faces off, and wear them like masks, and act like zombies to avoid getting bitten. I'm like, that's a scene from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
The Whispers.
Yeah.
It's got one. See, I think this next season's the last season.
That's
They're
what
doing
they're
like
saying.
a bunch of spin-offs. Like,
That's what they're saying, because they're saying like Rick's going to get a spinoff.
well, I think that got well, they were supposed to film it, and then I think it got canceled.
That's true. I mean, Jesus, they canceled Glow for crying out loud, and everything's up in the air right now.
I don't think it's like not canceled, but like it's
on hold.
On hold, because I don't see them not doing that.
Yeah.
I did see Glow got canceled. I watched the first season of Glow.
I like Glow. Mark Maron's pissed.
Oh, I would be too.
Mark Maron's super pissed. He's trying to get somebody to pick it back up.
Amazon might pick it up.
I hope they do.
I feel like they had the viewer. They probably had, everybody talks about it, like they had to have the viewers.
They were like about to start shooting season 4 when COVID hit, and it's like, well, obviously you were committed to the show. Why would you just like? I mean, Jesus, I don't know. Everything.
I feel like Netflix did not suffer from a pandemic.
Oh no, not at all. Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, they've got so much animated shit that's carrying them right now. Like between F is for Family and Big Mouth, a lot of the stuff they revived, like Lucifer, they revived and gave it a couple more seasons, and people went to it in droves. A lot of folks thought that after they got rid of the Marvel shit that they were going to tank, but they hung in there.
I forgot they got all of it. Is that even still on there to watch?
They haven't. I think it's on there, but they're not. No one knows what the plan is as far as if they're going to like. Because Disney said that they're not going to put any of like their adult shit on Disney Plus, which I get.
Yeah.
But like they own Hulu, so everyone's kind of wondering like maybe they'll put it on Hulu because Hulu's got some fucked up shit on there.
Yeah, but like the thing is like that's two different entities too, isn't it?
As far as what?
As far as like because they have two different. They had the TV show entity for Marvel, and then they had the and they hate each other.
Yeah, so It's so if you ever get a chance to read up on the politics of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's fucking hilarious because you had Kevin Feige, who everybody knows is the guy that runs all the movie shit, and you know I have friends who out in California who were like film critics and shit, and they would talk about how they'd go to like a press event like on the set, and if Kevin Feige was running it, like they got catering, they get put up in hotels, and they got taken care of. And if Ike Perlmutter, the other guy who ran the TV shit, if he was running, because he was the head of Marvel Entertainment, if he was running shit, like they were just on their fucking own. He was like a hardcore penny pinching, like really cheap, low budget kind of guy. Whereas Kevin Feige was like, fuck it, write the check, we'll make it up later on. And then when Disney bought Marvel, Disney made Kevin Feige the head of Marvel Studios so that he no longer had to answer to Ike Perlmutter. So he became his own boss. And then that pissed off Perlmutter. So even though the stuff with like Daredevil and all that is considered part of the MCU, like if you watch it, like they mention it as little as fucking possible.
Yeah.
Because they just, So I don't know. What's going to happen with that. Nobody's really sure. I hope they at least bring back Daredevil and Punisher because those were.
I never watched the last season of Punisher.
It's season 1's better, but season 2's pretty fucking good. It's a little slower.
Season 2, wait, maybe I have watched season 2. What's season 2?
Season 2, there's like the weird fucking zealot Christian guy. He's a preacher, and then he's hiding out with the girl.
No, I've never seen that one.
Okay.
I always feel like season 1 of Punisher's the one where he's in Daredevil.
That's fair. Okay.
Because that's fair. Because he's so important in that.
He's so good too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I always forget that. That's not Daredevil. That's.
I know.
I mean, that's not Punisher season 1. That's Daredevil.
Might as well. It's a little bit of both. But yeah.
It's almost like
Punisher season 2 proper. It's fine. Season 1's better though.
My wife is now texting.
But Daredevil, all 3 seasons were good.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
sure.
Fucking see.
And like, I hate how it ends though. Well, I hate how what was it? The other one they did.
The Defenders.
The Defenders. I hate how the Defenders.
Yeah.
He wakes up.
And he's just
And that's where you stop the entire thing.
It felt like to me. It always felt like Defenders was like season 2.5 of Daredevil. Because all the most interesting shit in this show involved Daredevil, even though the plot was mostly Iron Fist.
Is there a 3rd season? Okay, there's 3 seasons of Daredevil.
3 seasons of Daredevil. There's
the Defenders.
Defenders was
in between season 2 and 3.
Yeah, because season 3 picks up right where Defenders left off.
Maybe I'm just forgetting that shit. It's been forever since I've seen everything. I never watched season 2 of Luke Cage, which I wanted to, and I never saw season 2 of Jessica Jones.
Season 2 of Luke Cage, I heard, is okay. I liked season 1 up until they killed off Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing ever.
I was like, he's like the only reason I'm watching this fucking show. He's so good. I mean, I like Mike Coulter a lot, but like Mahershala Ali was the best fucking thing ever on that show. It's so good. I'm glad they're bringing him back as Blade.
Yeah,
which I'm so psyched for, but God knows when we're getting that.
That's true too.
But like Jessica Jones, I don't know. I liked season 1. I thought season 2 was kind of boring, but I also felt like, again, like David Tennant in season 1 was pretty much the reason I was watching that show, because he was just so fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iron Fist just sucked.
Iron Fist was awful. Iron Fist reminded me. So, which I looked at Iron Fist was like they only did Iron Fist so they could do Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they only did Thor so they could do the Avengers.
Pretty much.
Because if the original Thor was not good, in my opinion,
I like it better than most people, but like when you compare it, but
to the other ones,
yeah. Well, like I think Thor 2 sucks donkey dick, but Thor Ragnarok is the shit.
Ragnarok is like one of the best ones.
It's like one of the best movies in the MCU. If for nothing else than for Jeff Goldblum, who is a fucking treat in that movie.
Yeah.
And you know, Hulk fighting Thor. I mean, that's just great.
True.
But yeah, no, it's you could tell, especially because like Thor was the first one they made when they knew the Avengers was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did Iron Man, they had the little scene with Sam Jackson, but like everyone was just kind of like, whatever. It might happen, it might not. Nothing like that had ever been done before. And then you had the Incredible Hulk, which no one really knew where it fit. And then you got Iron Man 2, which wasn't great, but it kind of set up for Thor. And then Thor, because Thor is the first one that ends with the whole like Thor will return in the Avengers, and that was the one where you knew it was going to fucking happen. Yeah. And then we got Cap.
I mean, Captain America. Personally, I like Winter Soldier more.
Most people do. Winter Soldier, I think, is probably like I think Winter Soldier is the best one they've done. I will watch that movie a million times whenever it's on.
Yeah.
But the first one's good, mostly because you got fucking Hugo Weaving playing Red Skull, and he's the shit.
It's weird that he's been in The Matrix. He's been in Lord of the Rings.
He's V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
He's Megatron.
Oh, fuck.
In the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
Is he really?
He's Megatron. You know what else he is? Remember Babe?
The pig?
Yeah. He was Rex the sheepdog. Yeah. He's in fucking everything. I love Hugo Weaving.
He's made.
So much fucking.
It's like, what's his face? The guy who plays the pirate on Dodgeball. I can't think of his name.
Oh shit.
He's like a character act. I mean, like a voice actor.
Yeah, he's been in and I'm blanking because he was in fucking Star Wars and Moana. Fuck.
He was the chicken in Moana.
I know. Shit. What the fuck's that driving me nuts?
He was the chicken in Moana.
He's from fucking Firefly. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
Shit.
Was he in Rogue One? Was it Rogue One?
Yeah, he was K2SO. He was the droid. He was fucking great as the droid.
Yeah.
He's a guy. He's like, you can put him in fucking anything, and I'm gonna watch it. I love him in Firefly.
Was he in Star Trek?
I don't think he did Star Trek. Let's see here. I got it.
Man, I'm thinking of the kid that died.
Oh, Anton Yelchin.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That was a bummer. I liked him.
I did too.
It was a freak fucking accident too.
Was it a car crash?
So it was his Jeep. He was getting ready to go out with some friends, and his Jeep was parked up on top of his driveway. And he was going down to get his mail, and the parking brake gave out, and it crushed him.
Whoa.
And here's the fucked up thing is in his mail was a recall order for the brakes and transmission for that Jeep. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that?
That's like, remember that part where we're just talking about Dodgeball where he gets killed by the Lucky?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
That's
some Twilight Zone shit, Jesus man. Christ. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. You know, I remember seeing an interview with Simon Pegg, because Simon Pegg was one of the writers on the last Star Trek movie, and he was talking about, he's like, I don't even know how the fuck we're gonna go forward from this.
Yeah, I don't think he can, because he was good in it.
He was great in it. As a hardcore Star Trek nerd, the only thing I could think of is like there is a point in Star Trek, not the show, but in the movies, where he's just on another ship as like the first officer, and I was like, I guess you could write it around that way, I guess, but at this point, it seems like they all kind of fucking hate each other now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I guess there had been like a big thing where they weren't sure if Quinto and Pine were going to return because they both wanted a shitload more money. And I'm like, guys, it's Star Trek. They're struggling as it is. Just fucking. These movies are the reason you guys are fucking megastars. Just take whatever they give you and run with it. Okay.
Oh, shit, because What's Chris Pine even done lately, though?
Other than Wonder Woman,
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, he did that movie with Tom Hardy, that This Means War, that fucking weird ass spy movie with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I had an ex make me watch that.
And it sucked.
Not end in sex.
No. But yeah, other than Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 2, which we're never going to fucking see, I feel like, because it keeps getting pushed back.
I forgot that guy come on.
It keeps getting.
It's supposed to come out what this time?
It was originally supposed to come out last year, and then they pushed it to this year because it was like going to release on like some special anniversary of Wonder Woman, and then COVID hit, and now they don't know what the fuck to do with it. They don't want to put it out on streaming because they want to make the fucking money from it, but
yeah, it's because it's going to make fucking Disney fucked up. They made no money off Mulan.
None. Also,
I think they fucked up because of the fact that they said they were going to release it a month or two later.
Yeah, that's where they fucked up. They should have just said it's $30.
$30,
and which is already cheaper than what you were going to spend to go see it at the movie theater anyway, and then you get to watch it for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But then they want to say we're going to release it to everybody again 3 months later. Well, then I'm going to wait 3 fucking months, you idiots.
Yeah.
Who fucked it up for everybody was Universal with Trolls World Tour.
Didn't they make good money on that?
I think they broke even, but still, you got to figure it's a kids movie being released at the beginning of this pandemic. Everyone's at home looking for shit to do. Yeah, no kidding, it made fucking money. Like, but then they started doing that whole shit. We're like, well, now we're never going to put movies out in theaters, or we're going to do them in theaters. We're going to release them on VOD the same day, and all the theaters were like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Now the theaters are all threatening to fucking close because they're all going broke.
Theaters are so expensive. I love movie theaters, but they're so expensive.
But again, a lot of that goes back to because studios, like 10 years ago, started taking 100% of ticket sales. They used to split them 50-50.
I did not know that.
Yeah, movie theaters used to split their ticket sales 50-50 with studios, and then like early 2000s, so maybe not 10 years ago, maybe like 20 years ago, but yeah, early 2000s, studios started taking 100%. And that's why like snack prices fucking skyrocketed, and that's why ticket prices skyrocketed because the studios wanted to get more of the money out, and that's why theaters are always struggling.
So fuck.
That's why drive-ins keep fucking closing because people can bring their own shit to drive-ins. People bring coolers and shit to drive-ins all the time, but they don't get to keep any of the box office money.
I did not know that's kind of really fucked up on the box office.
It is. Yeah, a lot of people don't know unless you work or like are me and are just super plugged into movie shit. Yeah, it's all that money goes back to the studio. Theaters don't see a dime from ticket sales. That's why a lot of now you'll see like a lot of those like special like Fathom event screenings and shit. We're like, hey, come pay $20 and watch Wrath of Khan on the big screen. Which fuck yeah, highly recommend it. But I did that 2 years ago it was the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park. Went and watched that shit on the big screen. That shit still looks good.
I'm sure.
There's like 2 times where I was like, it's CGI, but this was made in like 95, so it's okay.
Wait, George Lucas got a hold of it.
What's the shit from South Park where it's like, we're now re-releasing Saving Private Ryan, but all the guns have been replaced by walkie-talkies.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Welcome to the world we live in.
Pandemic's shitty.
It has. It's fucking everybody. I don't know how like the world economy is going to stay the same after this. It just
they need to pass another fucking stimulus. Well, not world. Well, just strictly in the United States, they need to do something because people are running out. Like I'm lucky enough. You're lucky enough that our jobs are still doing stuff.
But even then, we're still like we're gonna like nobody from my job has gotten laid off, but nobody has been into the office since March. Like almost everyone's working from home except for my department and then the actual news team. Everybody else works strictly from home. Even our bosses are barely there, and it's caused some fuck ups as far as like on air stuff goes. Like stuff's not getting done as quickly as it needs to. It takes longer to get a hold of stuff, but there's a lot of people that just haven't fucking worked. Even my mom was furloughed for like 3 months. Luckily we had a big, the unemployment bonus helped.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as we got that $1,200 stimulus check in April or whatever the fuck it was.
It's not gonna fucking last.
Jesus, that barely got people through the month.
I know. I need to pass something else.
The problem you run into with that is everybody, both left and right, they keep trying to pass these bills, but they keep sneaking other little shit in there too.
This is where bipartisanship needs to like.
Just make it
for the people at this point.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
because what's going to happen is, you know what, guys, it's a fucking election year. We're all going to remember this shit. So every single one of you, left and right, that's tried to dick everybody around for the last 6 months, you're all going to get fucking voted out.
Yep.
Or what's worse is they're not. That's the thing that scares the shit out of me, is how many people are still going to be fucking around.
A lot of, well, I don't know. I just want Sea Turtle Mitch McConnell out.
Yeah. Him and Lindsey Graham. As somebody from South Carolina, I am ashamed he is still in office. He has been in office as long as I've known what being in office is.
For him, it's in the closet. But yes. Did you hear about that story that got released about, they called him Lady Butterfly?
Yeah.
But it ended up being like the guy was like, I made this up.
Right.
It was all fake. But goddamn, was it fucking funny. Like somebody was like, yeah, like he's gay. He pays all these male prostitutes to come in, and he has all these like fucking like, I can't remember what he said was on his asshole. Like they looked like lady butterflies around his ass. It was so fucking funny.
There's none of that would shock me, though. When you look at some of the scandals that have come out of fucking Washington in the last 20 years, none of that would fucking shock me. No. That's up there with the guy at the airport bathroom tapping Morse code on the fucking floor to get blowjobs in the stalls.
No,
do you remember that shit?
No.
It was like 2000. I don't say like 2005, 2006, and the senator was like would go into airport bathrooms, and there was like this weird like Morse code foot tapping you would do, like next to the next stall, to signal to the person that you were there for like a bathroom blowy, and if they tapped back and you fucking glory hole that shit or what the fuck ever.
Well, that'd be really shitty if you just accidentally did that perfectly and it meant nothing. You're like just tapping your feet because you're a tap dancer.
All of a sudden your fucking toilet paper moves away and there's the dick just comes through. It's like, oh, didn't know
Lindsey
that kind of
Graham. Lindsey Graham's dick probably has a lisp. Sorry.
I love every time John Oliver talks about him. John Oliver's impression of Lindsey Graham is like the funniest fucking thing ever.
I've never.
He'll talk about like he's the kind of guy who would throw this kind of fit at like a fucking Bojangles. Like, excuse me, I ordered this with 6 chicken tenders and 3 biscuits. This is the worst Bojangles I have ever been to in my life. This is a sham. This is
a sham. Did you see where he had to do that fucking debate and the guy had the plexiglass out between him?
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
And the guy fucking raked him over the coals too. Yeah. Holy shit.
Mitch McConnell got raked. Was it last night or this morning? I can't remember when he did.
I heard about that.
He laughed. I don't know the context of the question.
Okay.
But I've seen the like minute and a half clip where he's laughing about like, what's going on with the pandemic and stuff. I don't necessarily know if it's because he was being attacked or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to defend Mitch McConnell either.
Right.
But
you said you're not aware of the context, but on paper it looks bad.
On paper it looks bad.
Yeah.
I just don't know the context in which it was said. Yeah. So
fucking Yertle the turtle. I don't think there's other than El Cheeto. I think I hate him more than anybody else in fucking Washington right now is Mitch McConnell. He's such an asshole. And he knows it. He fucking knows it. He knows he's being a dick. He thinks it's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah. I think he might. I don't think he'll get reelected.
I fucking hope not, man. I wonder if DeWine's going to get reelected.
I don't think so.
That's the part that kind of scares me. Because I am seeing so many liberals saying like, go Mike DeWine. Even I'm like, fuck, he handled. When this pandemic first kicked in, I was like, he is handling this so well, I might have to vote for him.
You know why? Because he listened to a scientist.
Because he listened to and then she got fucking bullied out of office. They bullied her out of her job.
So bad. Atkins. Yeah. Is it Atkins?
Acton. Yeah. I look forward to that. Every Thursday was the Mike and Amy show. It'd come on every Thursday, 2 p.m.
Felt really bad for her. They fucking threatened to kill her. Stood outside of her house with guns.
He tried to give her a job working in his office, and then I think she took it, and then she ended up resigning because it wasn't stopping. It's fucked up. Again, that's where we're fucking at now. Is the lady who's trying to make sure we all don't die from a fucking virus. Yeah, let's threaten to kill her.
But and that's the thing. That pisses me off the most. It's like extremists that are just like, don't fucking take my Applebee's and college football away, you whore. Like, that's how pathetic it is.
Mm.
You threaten a doctor because you want to go out to eat. I know.
You always kind of think like, oh, it'll take like some big fucking national or global catastrophe to bring everyone together, and that didn't even work. It honestly, I think, brought out the absolute worst in everybody.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
I just don't. Oh, fucking Jesus. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago at work. It was like 3 weeks ago. Some lady came in and she was like, luckily I wasn't dealing with her. It's in the back of the place, but she comes in, she's like, yeah, I might have been exposed to COVID. I came into our work.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. Jesus. And the guy working was like, whoa, and like backed away. And then my boss was like, why are you here?
No shit.
She's like, what? She's like, you're supposed to be quarantining her. She's like, I haven't got my test results back yet.
Then you.
That's the point.
Jesus fuck, lady.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole point.
My kid brother is up at Kent State right now. And I say he's up at Kent State because one fucking professor didn't want to do his class virtually, so he has to be living on campus to take this one fucking class.
Serious?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Which my brother he's very health conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we stopped using regular Tupperware at my mom's house. Started using like the glass kind because, you know, he read the articles about like the shit that could be in the plastic ones. Which I'll say, I like now it's grown on me. I like the glassware, but he's very health conscious, and being stuck in a dorm room with somebody he doesn't know, who, you know, having to they've cut back on like the cleaning staff because that makes fucking sense. They've closed all but one dining hall, so now all the kids are fucking funneling into the one space to go get something to eat. And during this fucking pandemic, and he's like, if he wasn't getting a full ride, because he's a smart fucking kid, he's getting a full ride to Kent State. Mm-hmm. I think if he wasn't getting that far, I don't think he would have gone back.
Mm.
I think he would have dropped out or switched to go somewhere else. But
because of one fucking teacher just want to do virtual.
Yeah. It's a science class too, so the guy justified is like, oh, they got to be here, blah blah. It's like, you fucking kidding me, man? Like, is fucking Bio 101 really worth this shit? Are you kidding me? It's a fucking joke. But lady, like people like that lady you're talking about, like that's the reason why my brother's so fucking paranoid, because there's so many people who are just so cavalier about this horse shit.
Oh, and then the thing is, I felt bad because the person we were dealing with got like the person that was helping her has underlying issues.
Okay.
So I was just like I was like, you need to leave. She's like, well, I haven't tested. I'm waiting on my results. He's like, yeah, you're waiting on your results. You need to quarantine yourself. She's like, my doctor never told me to do that. I'm like, have you not? And then I'm thinking in my head, like, we're all thinking, like, haven't you fucking listened to the news for,
shit
past ever? She's like, well, I feel fine. I'm like, oh, my God.
My doctor didn't tell me to quarantine. Then get a new fucking doctor.
I'm pretty sure you just weren't paying attention. She worked, and she was it was like a business account, too. And apparently she was like a nurse or something.
Jesus.
And we're like, I don't know, people that don't want to wear masks at my job that get pissed. And like, oh, I got an asthma. My favorite one is I got an asthma issue. I can't. And no joke. So we're going to have to wear, well, if I pass out, it's your guys' fault. It's like, we're going to have to wear one when you're inside. Where's one when he's inside? He's, all right, I'm going to go outside and take a smoke. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you fucking asshole. No, fuck you. Fuck you.
Like, are you fucking, like, you're worried about passing out, but you're smoking.
No wonder you got fucking asthma. Quit smoking. I bet your asthma goes away.
Oh my God. Like,
that's why people turned on me hard, because when Trump got diagnosed, I was kind of like, that sucks. I don't wish this kind of shit on people. Hope he gets over it. Fine, whatever. I don't like the guy, but I want him to go to jail. I don't want him to fucking die in office. I don't want to be a fucking martyr. Well, then cut to 2 days later when he's inside his airtight SUVs with all the Secret Service guys not wearing a mask, doing drive-by waves to everybody. That's when I was like, fuck him. If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
I'm sorry. But to me, that is the equivalent of somebody who knows they have AIDS going around fucking people without condoms. It's like, you know what you have going on, and you are willingly putting other people at risk for your own fucking ego, your own satisfaction, fuck you. What happens to you happens to you. I don't care. People turned on me so hard, like, you're wishing death on somebody. I was like,
he put those Secret Service people in.
As I said, he put 6 people at risk at that point. All of those Secret Service agents now have to be quarantined and tested.
Because that place, that car can withstand a gas attack.
Yeah, the SUVs, those presidential SUVs are air fucking tight. I mean, they could probably survive like going underwater like a fucking submarine. It's insane. The fucking presidential limo can survive getting shot by a tank. It gets like 2 miles to the gallon on gas, but it's like, yeah, you just like, and if any of those guys gets it and they die, like that's on you. Like you fucking killed those people.
Did you see where he finally got released and he walked up the stairs?
Yeah, he almost fucking passed out.
Yeah. Like trying to act like everything was cool.
He looks like shit. I don't think he's actually been cleared. He looks fucking terrible.
No, he looks horrible. And he was looking, and then he was filming everything on a green screen.
A shitty green screen, by the way.
I'm like, that's not on the lawn.
No, that's terrible. Fucking Zoom does better green screen work than that. It was bad. And then the thing that really kind of fucks me up is, how's Melania doing? Because she tested positive too. We haven't heard one fucking word about her.
He doesn't care.
Like, did she get the same fucking round the clock experimental treatment that he did? No, she probably, because she sure as shit didn't get in the helicopter with him to go to the fucking hospital. I was at work watching it happen. She wasn't on that helicopter.
Fuck him.
Yeah. That's why, like, I keep telling people, I told somebody the other day, I said, there's a huge, because they're like, I told them, I said, fuck Trump. And they're like, oh, you're just saying that because you're a Democrat. I was like, first of all, I'm not a Democrat. I'm a realist.
I'm a realist.
Trust me, I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden either. But the difference is, one person is clearly a proven terrible person. The other one is a suspected terrible person. I'll take the one who is suspected but not proven over the one who's proven any goddamn day. I'm not voting against Trump because he's a fucking Republican. I'm voting against Trump because he's a dick.
I can't remember. Someone brought the point up. He's like, I can't remember who it was. I was talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, like he's like, I don't think Trump will win. I think Trump has no way of winning. And he's like, you want to know why? Because people usually vote out of hate. Mm-hmm. And it's the first time that the left hates somebody.
Yeah.
Absolutely hates somebody.
Yeah.
And they will vote for the other person just out of hate. Mm-hmm. I was like, fucking A,
especially with the mail-in ballot. And I mean, they've already said that like the numbers of early voting are higher than the people that actually voted in the entire election.
Really?
Last time around.
did not know that.
Yeah. I don't remember where I read that from, so if I'm wrong.
I can see that, though, because everybody's lining up already voting for the votes and stuff like that, because you can go downtown Dayton right now and vote.
Mm-hmm. I have my absentee ballot. I just have to actually send it in.
Where on my vote, our place is right. My voting polls right next to our house. Like
that's mine, because I haven't changed my address yet. I'm at this point. I'm just waiting for until after the election, because I don't feel like fucking up the whole system, because it's already up in the air as it is. But I was living with my mom. It was at Fairmont High School, which is in my mom's backyard.
Yeah.
So
ours is like Kettering Middle School or something like that, right by the green.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where ours is at. Literally, it's like right there, and I'm like, cool.
Well, Kettering Middle and Fairmont are right next to each other, so you might be at Fairmont.
No, Fairmont's not like.
Or no, I'm sorry, that's Van Buren. That's not Kettering. Yeah. Okay, I always get those two confused for some reason, but they're within a couple miles of each other. So
that's fine. So we're gonna get up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because even my wife hates politics. Mm-hmm. She's like. She fucking can't stand Trump. She like doesn't like talking about that stuff. She's never been about that at all. And she's like, fuck this guy. She doesn't even curse.
She's married to you.
Fuck off.
I'm just saying.
I know it's true though.
It's just bizarre to me that's because I've seen you on stage so many goddamn times, and I'm like, and this man's wife doesn't curse.
She only curses during sex. And it's fucking weird.
It's like the
Am I in trouble? Like, what the fuck?
It's the old Family Guy bit where it's like, yeah, it's like a New England girl during sex. Oh God! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh yeah!
No, she's so like against politics.
Yeah.
mean, like, she just doesn't like airing what side she's on or anything like that, talking about it. But she ran into one of those Trump trains.
Oh, shit.
Like, on the highway, and she calls me up. She's like, hey. I'm like, what? She's like, you have that... Like, I don't like Joe Biden, but I fucking hate Trump.
Right.
But she's like, do you have that Biden-Harris poster yet signed? I was like, no, that. She's like, put it, when you get it, put it in the fucking yard. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, fuck these people.
I didn't used to be super political really until Trump got elected. Like, I was usually I was into politics, but I was quiet about it. Because up until Trump got elected, you could kind of be quiet about it, and it really wasn't that big of a fucking deal. Because back then, the worst thing we'd seen at that point was Mitt Romney, and he was just kind of a douche. He wasn't really he wasn't what we have now. He was just kind of a dick. He wasn't really he wasn't a terrible person. He was just a douche.
I never really was political until Trump got elected. It was like Trump. I was more political. Okay, I was political when Obama got elected, but I would get pissed off because, like, you'd see all these people like making the most racist remarks on Facebook. Shit, I'm like, what the like? Yeah,
I worked.
Like, I get you want to make fun of somebody, totally fine, but you do not do what you're doing.
That used to be my only. I never do political humor on stage ever. But the one time I did was when Obama got elected, and I was like, I usually don't do political humor. And I thought about trying it out, but the thing with Obama is he's not funny. The only thing I can come up with are black jokes, and it's whatever. But I will say, because I had a job working at an IRS call center. I was one of those assholes for a little bit, and when I'd get people calling in about their tax shit having problems, and I'd get fucking old redneck white guys saying that's all because of that fucking N-word Obama. And it's like, okay, whatever. Thank you for your time, sir. Click. If you got hung up on by the IRS, ask yourself, at any point did you call Obama the N-word? Probably why you got hung up on.
I think that's partially why I've gone so hard on Trump.
Yeah.
Lately, just making fun of him, because like I even said at one point, I was like, I listen to you guys drop the most racist fucking, like, making fun of his wife, saying his wife's a man, making fun of his children, calling him every racial slur in the book. Like,
I mean, the whole birther thing.
Yeah.
Only reason that happened is because he's a black guy.
Yeah.
Plain and fucking simple.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was bringing that up with Ted Cruz or Marco Rubio, who were both of Latino descent. Nobody said, let's see if they were actually born in the fucking U.S. Nobody said it about Herman Cain either. That's the weird fucking thing.
He died from COVID.
He died from fucking COVID.
And he's still tweeting. His fucking daughters are tweeting using his account.
It's fucked up.
What was your first tweet when you're dead?
That'd be like if Geraldo's wife suddenly got a hold of like his fucking Twitter and started tweeting shit.
Jesus. So now your first tweet from after being dead, someone's like, it's really warm down here. A little too warm.
It's fucked up, man.
I can't wait for this to end.
Yeah. I think that's the weird thing is people talk about cancel culture and saying how cancel culture is running rampant. You can't say what you want anymore. I'm like, I don't know. The president got elected and he said some pretty fucked up shit that if anybody else had said it, cancel culture would have swooped in pretty quick. So it can't be running that fucking rampant.
Kind of like, and this is going to sound really fucked up.
Yeah.
I kind of want us to grab a Trump's to put a woman by the pussy. Like, just grab her.
Just see what happens.
See what happens. Like, you can't.
You said this, but this was fine. You guys said you were cool with this.
Yeah. Especially the one that says women for Trump. Like, they have those bumper stickers that says women for Trump.
Yeah.
I just want to do that. Like, well, I get, like, you're not supposed to do that, but I want to. But you said this is perfectly fine.
Right. In a pipe dream, it would be great. Shit that you'd like to be able to do, but realistically, you still probably shouldn't do it.
But I could just, oh my God, I would just be like, I still can't believe you said that. I still can't believe you mocked the disabled reporter.
That's the one that I feel like that should have been the one. Like, we never should have gotten to the grab him by the pussy thing. Like, it should have already been a done fucking deal with that one.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched any of this shit right now with the Supreme Court lady.
I don't think she's... I haven't watched a lot of it either, but it's just a feeling. I don't think she'll overturn anything that we already have. I think since she's a judge, like, I think she'll keep abortion be
Roe v. Wade.
Yeah. Roe v. Wade, married, LGBTQ.
Because that was one that people were worried about too.
I feel like it's to the point to where it's been so long.
Yeah.
That
I don't know, but again, we were talking earlier. Nothing surprises me anymore either.
And it's just a gut feeling. I haven't really watched anything. It's just a literally.
I know her hearings or whatever have been going on the last couple of days. I haven't read up on anything. Just
it's like there's just one Supreme Court justice a long time ago. I don't know who it was. I can't remember. Somebody was telling me about. And I read about. But he was actually part of the KKK.
No shit.
And he finally got to a Supreme Court, and he voted to bring schools together.
Really?
Yeah. Because his reasoning, I can't remember the exact reasoning, but he was from Alabama. Mm-hmm. And, like, can you imagine being part of the KKK and then finally, like, you get one of your guys in the Supreme Court. He votes to bring...
For integration.
For integration. Because he said, it's not about what... I think it was borderline, it's not what I believe in, right, about what's right.
That's where I think people are right to be worried, because when Kavanaugh got in, you look for judges to be unbiased. You look for judges. The point of a judge is to uphold the letter of the law, not they're meant to be it's the most political, non-political position there is. You're not meant to be political, but there are politics involved with it, and it's weird because you hope that the person you get in there can separate the two. And I know Kavanaugh was the first one in a long time where he was overtly, conservative, right leaning, didn't make any attempt to hide it. When he was going through his whole hearing, he kept spouting, anti Clinton stuff and all that. This lady, and I can never remember her fucking name. It's Coney or something like that. Amy, I've heard it 1,000 times. I work at a goddamn news station. I couldn't say what her name is. I haven't gotten quite that much of a vibe from her. She's not like as big a personality as Kavanaugh was, but Kavanaugh also had, sexual assault allegations against him and shit with calendars and all that crap. So
I just have that feeling that she'll uphold. Mm. I see her. I don't know, and that's just the way I feel. And I haven't listened to any of it at all. It's just a gut feeling. That's all it is.
Plus, you got to figure, if you're smart, you'll look at the optics of the situation. If you get this position and the first thing you do is start undoing decades of legislature, like you've
lost a lot.
You've lost a lot. Now, granted, they're appointed for life because the president can't even terminate them, can he?
I have no idea.
Because I know they're basically appointed until they retire or die. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like if they commit a fucking crime, they go to jail and lose their job. But I don't know if a president can terminate them.
No idea how it works.
I don't either, because it seems like the rules keep fucking changing every time we have a Supreme Court candidate. Because last time they said president can't nominate anybody in his last year, and then this year they're like, no, it's fucking cool.
Let's fucking do it immediately.
I mean, granted,
they're already looking for a nomination after Ruth died.
Yeah, like the next day. The next fucking day. I don't think it
was even the next day. I think it was the next minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, McConnell that night was already saying, again, to go back to fucking Yertle, was saying that night, like, yeah, that sucks, but we'll start looking for a replacement right away. And it's like, you fucking dick.
Well, although, did you see where they told Trump, there's a video where they told when Trump found out about Ruth?
He was in Ohio when it happened, I think. Because he was up in Toledo.
When he was like, what?
He was fucking caught off guard.
Yeah, I think that was the first time anybody's seen anything genuine from him.
He for a brief moment showed some genuine human emotion.
Yeah, like
he was genuinely shocked and like thrown off kilter. He was like, "Oh my god, like that sucks."
Yeah,
like because it's RBG. I mean, everybody loves RBG. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves that video of her. She's the one where she went and worked out with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
The fucking gym. Like, that was the coolest shit ever. The woman had a movie and a documentary made about her in the same fucking year. Like,
wild.
I've been rewatching Futurama, and there was a joke about her being the track team coach on the fucking Mars University.
Oh, really? That's funny. I knew the cancer came back. I didn't think it was like that. Like, it
was like her 6th cancer diagnosis, though.
But and then that came back, she just kind of disappeared. I feel like when that came back, that diagnosis, she kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
But you're so used to her being like getting through it that you're just like.
I think that was what everybody saw off guard, is like she had beat it so many times, and it was finally it caught up with her.
Yeah.
But also, you look at her age, and like it was a matter of time.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna. If she made it to the end of this presidential cycle, she wasn't gonna make it to the next one.
Oh no.
There's no way she had another 4 years left in her. And I say that with all the respect in the world. I love Ruth Bader Ginsburg. One of my favorite bits John Oliver does is he has an all-dog Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this little fucking chihuahua as Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And he was talking about it. And he was kind of like, yeah, good dog. Don't die. Sit, stay, don't die.
She was a badass.
Yeah, man.
I tweeted, I found my wife's magic wand. I had no idea she was a wizard. Stupid.
Does she ever, when you tweet and tell jokes about her, does she give you shit?
Oh, I mean, I usually tell her.
Yeah.
I say, I posted that one on my Facebook page. Okay. So she'll be like,
let's say how much eye rolling happens.
She fucking, although she did tell me one time, she was just like, she's like, honestly, if you took me to a comedy show, it's like one of our first dates. She's like, I probably would not have stayed with you. I was like, and I knew that because, like, you got to know, because, like, I'm so brash on stage that, like, if you think that's my real personality, it's not just how I think.
I mean, it is always, even, I've known you for 5 years, and I still have times where I'm like, is this the same guy that I saw, like, at fucking Wiley's, like, 2 weeks ago? Like, holy shit. It is a night and day thing with you.
I just think of fucking up shit.
Yeah, that's true. I'm knocking it. It's worked.
I fucking love it too. Yeah. I've been like this since I was 10. And no, I never got touched. I mean, it probably did. I blocked it out. It'll come out sometime.
There it is. It's peeking through.
It's like a turtle head pose. Turtle head of child molestation. That'll get everybody.
Fuck.
Now I remember her telling me that. I'm like, what? I mean, I get it.
Right.
I still don't know why she's with me.
I've taken so few girlfriends to comedy shows, especially ones that I've been on. Like, I've gone with them, like, on a date. Like, when I was living down south, I got, like, free tickets to the comedy club. So I was like, let's go watch. As far as shows I'm doing, I never really, mostly because it's one of those, it's just like it's a side of my world that I kind of like just being mine. And kind of like my parents used to never come to my shows because, especially when I was a teenager, I would talk shit about my parents because that's what I fucking knew. It would piss my dad off. He hated being the butt of my jokes so much. I would, like, do bits about my parents, and then I'd be grounded the next 3 weeks. Like,
that's funny.
It was fucked up. Yeah, because I started in high school.
It's for art, man.
Yeah, it's like, Dad, I'm trying to make a fucking career here. You keep being a dick, I'm gonna keep having stuff to talk about. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But yeah, he used to hate it whenever anything with my family come up in my bets. But I usually just did it anyway because I was like, fuck it, it's funny.
So she comes see me every now and then. Like she went to go watch me host, but she was like, because her favorite comic is actually Stuart Huff.
Oh, no shit.
She's like, so Stuart's in town? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, I'm coming. She did not want to come see me. And I don't blame her. She knows all my fucking material. Like, she was just really interested in what he had to talk about, the pandemic, just what was going on, because she, like, loves comedy. But, like, she'll come watch me every now and then.
Yeah.
She'll tell me if I suck.
It's weird for me because now since I've lived here, anytime I do Wiley's, like, my mom, my aunt, and my uncle, they all come. And it's weird because growing up, anytime if I was doing a show, if I cursed, like, my parents would get really uptight about it. Now I go up on stage and I'm telling jokes about my dick size and getting laid and stuff like that. And my mom's laughing her ass off. And I'm kind of like, okay, do we have boundaries anymore? Like, what? There is that little part of the back of my head that doesn't care she's there. But there's the other part that's kind of like, I'm telling jokes about my dick in front of my mother and she's laughing and I don't know how to feel about this right now.
Lucky enough, my family's always been like how I speak on stage is like how my family likes to goof around. So if they come and see me, it's like, no, this is normal. All right. Like, I can't remember one time my grandma asked me about something. Like, Grandma, I'm not going to have that meat. And it says strictly stick to anal. The kids. My grandma was like, Jesus, Mike. And Melissa's like, why would you say that? Like, no reason.
Because it was funny.
Yeah. It's for the fucking butt of a joke. Get it? Butt of the joke.
I am well known amongst my friends for I will do anything for the sake of the bit.
I would too.
I will play along with whatever the fuck's going on. It's like we're joking about me and Dave, butt fucking. You know what? If it's gonna make people laugh, I'm into it. It's fun.
Was it the other night? They had an after show after Wiley's, like out on the street because they're trying to get more people to come out.
Oh, okay.
So it's like in Wiley's parking lot, and so
like an actual like another show.
Like another show.
Oh,
like,
shit.
It was like 7 or 8 of us. We did like maybe like 7 and 8 minutes each.
Okay.
And so Kevin Rupert, I don't know if you know Kevin, he's a local comic. He starts doing it. They start saying, "Take off your shirt." Take off your shirt. So he takes off his shirt. So he's doing comedy for like literally as soon as he takes off, he does it for like 30 seconds. It's like, well, I don't think I can get any better than this. So in my head, I'm thinking, if they tell me to take off anything at all, I'm taking off my pants.
Right, no shit.
Within 10 seconds, take off your shirt. Pants come down. It's on my Facebook. Like somebody posted, like I posted about it on my Facebook, and somebody like posted the picture, and I didn't even acknowledge it.
No shit.
I just did my jokes with my pants off.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best. The last time I was at Wiley's back in January, fucking Aaron Phillips went up dressed as Gumby.
Yes.
And he just didn't acknowledge it even once, and it was the funniest shit ever.
God, that was so fucking funny. I did like a pedophile joke. And the joke's literally like, it's not a pedophile joke. It's kind of is. I don't know. The joke is like I'm a former child star. Mm-hmm. You include my roles in porn.
It's a pedophilia joke. It's
I didn't fuck anybody. I just wrote the scripts. And so they were like, oh, I'm like, wait a second. I'm up here with my pants down, doing all these really fucked up jokes, and you're gonna about that?
You're right.
Like,
where's the fucking line, people?
First off, I didn't fuck anybody in the joke.
Right. I just wrote the script.
You guys just heard former child porn star.
Right.
Fuck. Fucking pieces of shit. That's one of my favorite jokes I wrote over the pandemic.
I haven't written shit. I take it back. The other night, I was like wandering around the fucking house. It was like late at night. I'd been drinking or some shit. And I came up. It seems like all my bits have to do with fucking online dating because that's all my life is anymore is work and online dating. But I wrote like fucking 5 minutes, and thank God I wrote it all fucking down on my phone. But I was like, this is the first shit I've written in 6 months, and I was actually pretty fucking proud of it too.
Dude, it's hard to fucking write right now.
Yeah,
because there's not a lot going on. Like,
well, I was getting to a point so I had made big plans for 2020. 2020 was going to be a big stand up year for me. My plan was because coming up here in a week is my 15th anniversary, and my big plan was by then my plan was to headline a Sunday night at Wiley's. Mm-hmm. COVID hit, all my fucking plans for the year, like I was gonna I was gonna use all my time off for doing shows and shit, and because I've got like a solid 20 minutes of material, and my goal was to spend the rest of the year just tweaking it and getting it just fucking right, and then COVID hit and all that shit went out the fucking window. So
I get you.